I didn't know it was ADHD, it was just how it was. And I thought a lot of people had the same kind of thinking and issues. You don't have to be hyperactive, but the way the mind works in terms of the organisation of thought and how difficult it is to just do daily life as well. You need the thoughts to use them to do your day, but you have to pick out what you need and organise it to then do a task. So meditation is a very good thing to use because it helps to calm the mind down, and people think, well, I've got ADHD, I can't do meditation, but this is it, that's the thing. Yes, and that's why meditation is probably more beneficial, and you, over time, over lots of practice, eventually it calms down the mind. And just start with really short ones, really small ones. And you could do a couple of them a day rather than trying to, even 10 minutes when you've got a brain like mine is hard, even with practice. But shorter, smaller, and possibly more often. And then, you can increase those over time. Another thing is just to have quite a simple, not to have lots going on around you when you're trying to do something. You can kind of plan in steps what you're going to do, little step by little step by little step, and just follow that. That can be helpful if you've got it in front of you on paper. Emotional regulation as well, because if you're prone to getting anxious and stressed, that makes it worse. So you need that kind of time out to kind of ground yourself a bit more as well, so to help the thoughts not become too chaotic. So there's lots of little things you can do. So in recovery, we kind of say we have a living life problem. Living life with an ADHD brain is harder than someone that doesn't have an ADHD brain. So getting to that place where you're manageable, because it's, your life becomes unmanageable with substances. I felt it took me a lot more effort to just be grounded and organised and manage small things in life. Even just down to getting to the right meeting at the right time on the right day. There was just 3 I had to have in my mind, but I would turn up at the wrong ones on the wrong day at the wrong times, and it took me a while until it became more automatic. So even really small things like that on your daily life, day-to-day life, can be difficult. People on waiting lists for like 2 years. Therapy, whether you've been diagnosed or not, is still going to help with that and help with the addiction and the addiction cycles and the thought patterns around that. It can help you kind of unpick and unpack, the mind, the thoughts, the concerns. Sometimes people feel shame, they're labelled as lazy. It can help with all that internal emotional stuff that you tend to have. And you can also learn techniques to manage certain aspects of your ADHD, which can just help you in every day. If you're having therapy to address your addiction and you've got ADHD, you can make the links between the two and which triggers which, and then you can kind of be aware and intercept it in your own mind, the thought processes and patterns, and that can kind of help you step back from the compulsion. And it's good to just be guided through the emotional stuff, learning about all the thought processes and having that support, ongoing support.